Good evening, folks. Welcome to another episode of the Weekly Factor here on Factor of Games. I am your host, Greg. It's Sunday, it's Sunday, August 4th. I was supposed to, I'd planned to do that. When I was putting out the vote this week, I was actually putting out like, hey, it's going to be Sunday. I meant to send out a message on Saturday saying, hey, it's going to be Sunday. I don't know if anybody checked on that or knew that we were going to be Sunday tonight. And then we'll be off for like 3 Saturdays. I think won't be back until, let me look at the calendar here. I think it's where's the calendar? The 31st of August. So yeah, so that's 1, 2, 3. So it'll be 3 and then back on the 31st of August. So we won't have another weekly factor until then. Factor of Games will you'll see videos and all that stuff, but there won't be another weekly factor until the 31st of August after tonight. Hey, Fixstar, how are you? Welcome. It's kind of one of those weird things that just happened, right? Like trips coming up. There'll be a lot of content from that, hopefully. I'll be doing some traveling across the country, and I've been kind of prepping that. I was doing that all day, funny enough, especially in the hot sun here in Seattle right now. We're getting like, what you'd consider probably normally cool in the rest of the country. It's like 85, 90 today, but it's like super humid, especially where I live in the mountains along a river. It's like 100% humidity. So it's a little warm out there, and like everything feels sticky. Even if you've got you can hear my air conditioning running, it's still sticky. Feels like there's too much humidity, right? So, good to hear, Fixstar. Glad you could make it. Thank you for stopping in. To this week, although we're going to be gone for 3 weeks, I did start over on Kick. I threw up a stream over there just to kind of replace the Twitter one, or X. X started to say like, hey, if you want to stream, you got to pay. And I was like, no, not worth it. So Kick is another one that I had open for a while. I had the name and everything reserved. I just didn't do it. So I didn't turn anything on. So Kick will get updated while I'm on vacation with kind of all the Factor of Game stuff and all that. Could be putting out additional content there like we do on Twitch, but it's going to take a little bit of time to kind of get that up and running. So hopefully when we get back August 31st, when the first show coming back is, everything will be up and running over on Kick, but it's up right now. So welcome to anybody that's watching on Kick. And go ahead and chat. I think I should be able to see that in here as well. But the vote did go through this week, so we did have people voting. And here's the games we're going to cover tonight on the show. We're going to take a look at a few different ones. So Guardian of the Galaxies, this is on sale right now, $11.99. So we're going to take a look at that on both devices. I think that one's kind of interesting. It actually plays really well. We're also going to take a look at Dome Keeper, which is part of I guess it's the Tower Defense sale that's going on, Tower Defense Fest, something like that. It's got an update. I don't know. I'll have to click on update here real fast while we're talking. Shouldn't take long. Then we're going to go through and check out a little bit of South Park, The Fractured But Whole. It's double entendre, I guess. Is that what you'd say that word? I think that's what it is, right? The Fractured But Whole, or The Fractured But Whole. I don't know. Something like that. The Surge 2 and Desperado 3 tied, so we're going to take a look at both of those. I figured, we'll just take the Surge 2 and South Park tied. So they were both 40% of the vote, so we're going to take a look at those two. Desperados 3, we're going to take a look at that as well. And then Rock Galactic Survivor, it just got an update. This one won the poll. I think a lot of people were interested to see what was going on with that. It's like a survivor game, like Vampire Survivors or something of that nature. So we're going to take a look at those. And I think we can go ahead and get started. Toomba came out, by the way, Toomba Special Edition. That video goes live tomorrow at 6 a.m. But Toomba's pretty good. It's an old PlayStation 1 game. Kind of a nice platformer, but it's also a little bit like 2D, 3D, stuff like that. All sorts of things that Toomba does. It kind of like rounds the platforming category out fairly well. You get a lot of cool stuff, cool in foreground, background stuff that you can do. Just, it's a neat game. So we're going to take a look at Guardians of the Galaxy first. Might as well. It's right next to No Man's Sky. So let me grab the right controller here. This is the Steam Deck OLED. And we're going to take a look at that. Now, I have started a new... So nothing you have to do special for this, by the way. If you go down to properties, there's no special like, compatibility or anything. The controller already is set up. The layout is official from the... is it IDOS, right? And then go ahead and play. So I did start doing different type of content. I'm actually going to kind of mix in some more, I guess it is scripted content, right? In a way, not so much just the kind of no talking kind of gameplay demonstration. I've shown a couple of different ones. Some are with, still the top-down view and me kind of providing commentary, but I'm starting a new series that just went up. And No Man's Sky kicked that one off, and it's called The Why Factor. And The Why Factor is going to be a series about, like, why do you play? Why is this game good? Why would you want to play this type of game? Why does this game, do what it does, play the way it plays, things like that? Why did the developers go with this choice? Why is it done so well, right? Kind of those are the questions that get answered during those shows. The initial one didn't have all of that, but I've been building the show as I go. And I've kind of gotten the look and the feel, I think, of the branding for the show and for the, for the thumbnails and stuff like that. I think it's going to be pretty striking kind of white background with like controller and larger text and then like the game image of what it's going to be. I think that kind of is a decent way to start that series, right? We'll see. But the content's being scripted better. I think the first one was kind of like the pilot. It didn't do really well the first 3 days, and then it picked up. So then it started getting hundreds of views a day, and it's got more watch time than anything else. So that's really good. I'm really happy with that. And I think that series is gonna do well. I think it's gonna be interesting because it's more about things about the game from a person that used to work in the games industry as well as a big time gaming fan, right, for most of their life. So I think it's going to be good. If you get a chance, check out that video. The first one's up. It's again on No Man's Sky. So Guardians of the Galaxy. Guardians of the Galaxy, I wasn't a big fan of. I never watched the movies, so I was never really a big fan of the whole thing. But I know my family has enjoyed it. I know that Star-Lord kind of came from Earth, and the rest of these critters are pretty crazy looking. There's like Drax, there's like Groot, the raccoon, and then the woman. I can't remember her name. But anyhow, again, not a huge fan of this, but the game is on the right price right now. It's $11.99, and it does play very well. So we're going to take a look at here playing on the Steam Deck, but we'll go in. Let me turn down that music. I don't know if the music's too loud for everybody or not, so I'm going to shut it off. And now I can hear the actual game, so that's good. And the game's pretty low, but we're just in the entrance or the intros, so we'll see. Graphics-wise, not much that we have to do with this. Just set everything to low. We're not going to run ray tracing or anything like that. Steam Deck can't handle that. Motion blurs off, radial blurs off, chromatic aberration, all that stuff is turned off. Light scattering is low. So we'll take a look at display. It is going to be 1280 by 720 since we're streaming it tonight. There is some, I had it on 144 hertz, but it's actually because I was doing testing on the Legion Go, but 60 hertz is the best you're going to get on either device pretty much for what you're looking at. AMD, we'll go with balanced or actually performance on that. And it is only 1.0. I don't think they'll ever update it again. I don't see it going to 2.0 or 3.1. So we'll just kind of say, like, this is probably the best you're going to get. HDR is going to be turned off. And I think we're ready to go. So let's apply that. And let's go ahead and jump into where I left off when I was doing some testing. Lots of copyrighted music in this, so probably if you're planning to stream it or look for it for that, you're going to get nicked for copyright and stuff. Now, on the Steam Deck has a little bit less power, so 40s is probably what you're expecting. Although, you know, again, still, the game's in good shape. It does settle in probably around the 40 range. Here we go.
I'm not overconfident. I'm just the right level of confident.
What is the raccoon?
Arrested for what?
I can't remember his name. Rocket Raccoon. There we go. Not, I was thinking Ricky Raccoon or something like that, but Rocket Raccoon's his name. Now, on here, you're going to notice more of that, like, as we talk about, like the FSR creates a little bit more of that particles, like around the hairlines and things like that. You know, you don't get really fine edges, stuff like that. That's really FSR at work, because it's trying to, you know, upscale a lower resolution to like whatever we have it set at. And right now we're set at 720p, so 1280 by 720. All right, let's see. So this has mostly been just on the ship, kind of the very beginning of the game. See if we can get to the next maybe story part.
Okay, here we go.
Now, on the Legion Go, you do get a little bit more power, so obviously you get a little bit more resolutions that you can toy around with. Like, you can play at 1080 at about the same quality level as you can with the Steam Deck at 720, but you can also drop that down to 720 or 800p, depending upon playing on a TV or playing on the device, and get a little bit more power out of it. So you can kind of lock in close to 60 on the Legion Go, where on the Steam Deck you're a little bit more, you're just a little bit like below where you kind of want it. And if they would have went with like FSR 3.1, added in your, you know, frame generation, you could easily get it, I would think, but just didn't work out.
Suspicious. These security measures are too simplistic for Novacore.
It's not that simple. The code only works on this date for this ship.
Okay, what's the date?
I get it.
What's the
Gamora's
code?
codes are more like an encryption key of some sort, designed to integrate temporal coordinates and our ship's
Do we
hard
put
code
in like
serial
000?
Info gets in, digits come out.
4 of them.
Yeah.
Nope. Where do we find the code?
Are you having difficulties, Peter Quill?
Yes. Love the graphics. Yeah, it looks good. Oh, there it is. 0451.
2, 1, 8. No.
This is the code to your local Starbucks bathroom as well. So it works in every Starbucks, trust me. That's why they put it in the game, most likely. Yeah, the graphics are really nice in this Fixstar. I mean, like, the game looked really good. It just didn't do very well. I don't think it did exactly what they thought they would get out of it, right?
I didn't realize there was so much stuff left after the war.
Oh, look at that. It crashed. I wonder if we're going to keep having it. That hadn't happened. Let's try that again. I wonder about this Steam Deck sometimes. Mine has been doing some weird stuff, and it's because I run it on like the beta or the preview branch of the firmware. So I kind of wonder if it's actually causing problems like that where it could potentially, break down. I'm not using Power Tool on this one. The OLED that I'm playing on, was it G or Black Flag? Black Fog. G Black Fog. is completely like factory. I'm just using a different version of the firmware within the branches, right? On my older LCD Steam Deck, I do have cryo utilities. But they had fun making this game. I bet so too. I mean, it's got a really good, like design to it. Like, it seems like there was a lot of energy behind it. Really good, obviously IP to work with. I don't get like why it didn't do really that well. Okay, let's see if we get through this part now. I don't know why it crashed. It hadn't crashed yet before. I was testing mostly on the Legion Go though.
We're in. Incredible. I realize there is so much.
Right there's where it's crashing. Okay, let's just see. Let's that doesn't bode well for it. Let's try and go in here and see if there's been a hot fix applied. See if we can find something that'll get to kind of get through that. Sometimes it's a little tweak. Other times it's a little bit much that you can't get around just by changing the proton. Then we'll have to jump over to the Legion Go and see what this does. See if it crashes. If it continues to crash in the same spot, we're just going to migrate over the Legion Go just to see what's going on. If it crashes there. I don't think it's something like the files integrity's screwed up. But let's just see. I have it on completely low, so there's really nothing else that we can turn down. And it doesn't lock to like 800. We're here really fast. Let's try running. I'm in the Legion Go launcher. Let's try running. Where's Galaxy at? Guardians of the Galaxy. There it is. Let's try running it on here. Oh, I might have had to get my controller ready. Might be too late. We'll see. Let's see. Got to try and pair this controller here really fast. So I have to reapply GPU frequency limit for the VRAM to get it out of low power mode. Every time. What branch do you run? Are you running the stable, preview, or beta? Out of curiosity. All right, let's go and start. Now, everything, we'll take a look at the settings when we get into the game. For some reason, there is a launcher that they have on Windows. So you don't really need it. You can actually bypass it. Just click play, and then you can change anything within the game. Inside of the game. You're unstable. Okay. I'm really surprised that they would have some weird bug. I don't think I've ran into that one. And that's when you manually suspend it, not when it just kind of, after about 30, 40 minutes, an hour, shuts down. It's when you actually press the power button to put in, suspend, and then press it to get it out, right? since we're on the Legion Go, we'll just take a look quickly at like what they've got on here. So again, everything's set to low, very similar to what we had on the Steam Deck. Display wise, we're set to 1080 because we're playing on direct capture. And we've got on performance for FSR. Only when suspending the game. Oh, so when you're in the game. Okay, I get you. You suspend while you're playing the game. And then we try to get it out of it. It does that. If you're just sitting on the desktop, you suspend it. It doesn't do the same. That's interesting. Huh. I don't know if I've seen that, but I'll have to check. And you've got an OLED? I've got both, but I mainly use the OLED anymore. Like, I have the older one just to kind of show, like, any differences between the games, but... Okay, we were able to get through it on Legion Go, which is what I thought would happen. I don't think there's an file integrity issue. I think we need to toy around with the, I think I need to toy around with Proton.
Oh, the wonderful and terrible things I could do with all this tech.
Suspend, turn back on in a few minutes. See the reverb frequency. Yep, okay. I'll definitely check that out. Yeah, I've never ran into that, or I didn't know I ran into it, maybe. And then just keep an eye on that VRAM. Okay, yeah, I'll check it. We can even try it on the stream as well. Can I skip any of this? I thought I could. Yeah, this is me like skipping through it.
I still do not understand why I must
I'm just hitting B to skip. Blah, blah. Okay, now we're on planet, so we should be able to kind of run around. There we go. You just noticed that recently. So you can kind of see right now we're about 37, 35. Again, 1080p though. Full. We were running full power, so essentially we're in 30 plus watts, something like that. Maybe 35, depending. So to kind of up that FPS a little bit, what we could do is drop it down to 1280 by 720. That would, you know, obviously lower it down a little bit, give this a little bit more, give it a little bit more, I guess, power that it can pull from instead of putting it towards the resolution. And we could probably keep it locked to like 40. That's my guess. Yeah, because we're somewhere around the 50s right now. I still think it's going to be like in the 40s if we do that. If we drop it down to 720. Oh, I hit the wrong button. There we go.
I think I do sort of get it. Thousands of worlds fighting for some fleeting greater good. Yes, it is kind of poetic.
Where's Rocket? There he is.
Cheer up. Just because the war was horrible doesn't mean there wasn't good time.
Oh boy.
Okay.
There we go. Oh no, that was weird. It looks like I didn't make it, but then again, it like allowed me to climb up. How do we get? Oh, only he can go through that.
You know, I like this. This is fun. The three of us hanging out, just like when we started this gig. Before you know who.
So we'll save it and we'll see if we can go back to the Steam Deck and fire it up. I'm just curious.
I hope you get that promotion, Rocket.
Come on, Rocket. Drax and Gamora are valued additions to the team.
You're only saying that because she's listening.
Is that why your plan has Drax and I taking the ship?
So there's about 30, 34 at 1080p. I mean, I think at 1080p, you're probably going to be able to say like you can play at 30 FPS. Right, if you really wanted to, we could go in, we could lock it down to 30 FPS. And I think we'd be pretty safe at 1080p, which probably is okay. I think if you were to drop it like to,
Explain its propagation.
if you were to drop it though, like I said, to 720p, you might end up being able to get this closer to 40s, 45, something like that.
Whoa! Pretty sure that way's a dead end.
You sure?
I think that's for Rocket. This is for us to walk.
How can you even tell?
Just trust me, all right?
I don't even know where he is. Just kind of walk past him.
Try on shard in here. You happy, Quill?
Oh, how'd he get over there?
I told you was there, but you didn't listen. A dead end.
Oh, he was saying this side was dead end.
That's it. Walk of shame.
There we go.
Of course he could know. I told him.
You done gloating?
All right, let's jump over. So let's jump over and see what the, we'll save here and see if we can't. Oh, I just loaded the checkpoint. I was going to say, let's see if we can get it to lock.
Hey, Groot.
Okay, good. It's right here, so that's fine. So let's, we'll just save the game to be sure. Let's see if we can get past that point in the Steam Deck. Forgot to add that in most games, your game will run with VRAM frequency locks at 800 megahertz. That's not the case after waking up from suspending the game. It is no longer locked, so it will go up and down. Gotcha. Okay. Let's see here. We'll give that a try too while we're over on this side. So, Guardians of the Galaxy, it should sync the save. And it should allow us to kind of be past that point where it was locking up. We'll see if we run a little bit further, see if it locks up. But I mean, obviously, if you can't get to that point, unless you're like somebody like me, where you got two devices, two PCs, you know, another PC, something like that where you can run and get past a certain point, it's not going to be really reasonable to do that. So I'm going to say, what do they have this marked as? Is it playable or non-playable? Or it's not, it's obviously not verified. So Guardians, oops. Let's just see. It says verified. Kind of weird. Maybe it's wow, look at this. It won't even go forward. So what? Okay, now I'm thinking it is the integrity. Let's just see. See if there's any extra things it has to download. If it says it's verified, they're working on an old version of FSR. They haven't touched it. I just can't imagine the game's not playable. So try using Proton Experimental. Yeah, we can try that as well. I wanted to verify that there's nothing wrong with the file integrity right now. That's going to run a little bit. Let's jump over to the Legion Go and we'll play through the next game. We'll jump into the next one and we'll come back. So let's see. Let's launch. What do we want to take a look at? Where's my controller and why isn't it working? Something to do with the Legion Go. It doesn't like an Xbox controller connected to it when it's in its own thing. So when it's in its own launcher. So let's take a look at our next game. Why don't we look at Desperados 3? We'll see how Desperados, I think this is on sale as well for the weekend. It's $9.99. Yep. And Desperados comes in as a playable game. What's their main issue with it? The in-game text, which doesn't surprise me. You know, these games, they're definitely going to be a little bit smaller, but we will we'll see how it does. All right. So, I think it's a mouse and keyboard. Nope, it's not. Why can I not? I can run it with the Legion Go controller. Let's try jumping out of here. And I want to go back in before we launch it and check the Steam controller configuration for the control. Whoops. Did I hit reset game instead of exit game? I think I did. That might have been me. I wouldn't be surprised. Okay, let's actually go in. I want to fire up Steam. And I want to check and see what controller options we're looking at. And let's just fire up, what's it called? Big Picture? I think that's what it's called. All right, now let's take a look at that controller. Let's enable it. There we go. Now let's fire the game up. That's why I don't like the Legion Go's launcher, because definitely if you're playing, if you're playing on a TV or some kind of direct, or like, you know, you're capturing it on another device. If you're not using the little ear wings, the what do they call them? The Joy-Con kind of things, like for the Switch, those are on the Legion Go. If you're not using those, it kind of gets confused in its own software. I think that's why running it in big picture mode is probably the better option. But yeah, full control now with the Xbox. Oh, we wanted to look at options. Video. So we are at the 1080p. A full refresh. We've got a mixture of like high and maybe medium. But I think... well, we'll go ahead and try it with those. Colorblind mode. Okay. Let's give it a try with just what we've got. This is default then. Let's see how it plays. Yeah, and again, sorry if there's extra noise coming from the air conditioner, but it's been hot. It's been uncomfortable. Let's go ahead and skip, and we'll just kind of get into it. Now, I did do a video on this before, so if you do want to see more of the gameplay than just what you're seeing on the show here, go check out that video. It's under Desperado 3, and I think it's for the original... I think I did it for the Rock Ally and maybe the original Steam Deck. Oh, there we go. I think what we gotta do is get something out of this house.
I need to be sneaky about this.
Now you kind of got to manually move your camera around a little bit. Go. I don't think we need to actually deal with that guard.
That's my boy.
But yeah, you can kind of see we're right around the 50s, 59, 55, 59. Oh, this is our distraction.
We need to get his attention elsewhere.
Sure. I'll throw one of my coins.
Got an idea. Get him to turn his head.
Oh, we walked right out in front of him. I wasn't thinking, I was looking at something else.
What the hell happened?
Sorry, I slipped up.
Remember,
Yep, that was my fault.
act fast.
We always hide the body.
You've been paying attention.
Oh, throwing him in the grass. Oh,
Follow me. Keep your head down.
I'm going to go over this way. You can be close. Oh, jeez.
Don't move.
I'm not playing well. Okay, run. Oh, no, he died. We're all dead. All right, let's load back in. That was horrible. But you can kind of see like where we're falling in. So if you really wanted to, you could probably drop down to 720, maybe get a little bit better performance out of it. But realistically, for this game, as much as I'd said for the Guardians of the Galaxy, you don't need really 60. 40 is good, I think, in those cases. Although, you know, a lot of these games, a little bit older, Desperados 3, I don't think they're ever going to add anything special into it like FSR. Couldn't see that happening. I want to make sure that they don't have FSR. So let me look again. Yeah. So I guess, I mean, we do have a couple things on here too. So we could actually drop this to medium. Let's just go medium on all of that. And texture resolution. Oh, you can actually manually adjust the resolution, but we'll leave it on full. But let's just have it drop to medium and let's see if we can get a little bit more performance out of it. Let's got it. Said full screen. Okay, there we go. Now it's caught up. So now we're right at 60. I mean, it's 59 hertz instead of 60 hertz, but so maybe that was really all we needed to do was just drop down to medium. 58, 59. So let's get over here.
Thirst is killing me.
Do the thing. Yeah, it's definitely holding steadier.
That's my boy.
Yeah, we gotta get up here.
There's another up ahead.
We gotta distract the guys. So we need to throw salt, right? Or coin. Use skill, not salt.
We need to get his attention elsewhere.
Sure. I'll throw one of my coins.
Good idea. Get him to turn his head. I'll do the rest.
Let's see, coin right there. I don't think it went. Try it again.
Picked up these.
There we go.
You hear that?
All right.
Remember, think slow, act fast.
We always hide the body.
You've been paying attention.
We'll go back up here to where there was roughly, what, 7 characters, 7 enemies.
Keep your head down.
See if we can't deal with that and see what that does for performance. Okay, let's hurry up here.
I hate horses.
Oh, it's just saying when you're hidden,
Me. I'm just standing here.
throw coin at the house.
Still got plenty left. One fake coin coming up.
Okay,
On
throw.
my way. Glad I picked up these. Still got plenty left.
Shouldn't we shoot him? Oh, throw coin at the horse.
Glad I picked up these.
Y'all got our jobs to do, Sal.
Still got plenty left.
That's what it is. I was throwing it at the house. I thought it said house, not horse.
It's now or never.
There we go.
One fake coin coming up.
Oh, leave this. Oh, come on. There we go.
Still got plenty left.
Okay.
Me.
Let's do this one more time.
In the ass.
What's that noise?
Do I have a knife? I don't even know. I don't. I didn't have a knife. But yeah, you can see, I mean, the game's going to play just fine running on various settings below high. Like I said, you could even drop it down to 720p and or 800p on the device and have no problems. Let's see. We're going to jump over to the Steam Deck, see what it came up with. Okay, so there were 34 files that failed to validate on Guardians of the Galaxy. So that was actually the issue, I think. So let's see if it can maybe it already acquired those? I think it did. So let's see what we get now. Sometimes that can happen. I think especially because I'm on Starlink, it can cause issues with the actual download being consistent. And it could cause that to, you know, not get what it needs. So I think we'll be fine. And we probably won't need to change the Proton, because if the game is truly configured or truly deemed as a Steam verified game, you would not need to change anything. It would just work. So we'll see if it actually improves this and allows us to get through where we were stuck. I hope everybody had a good weekend. I know going live on Sunday, it's a little bit late. Usually it's Saturday in the evening.
Hey, group, you think we can find pieces
Okay,
of Trident?
I think we're fine now. I think that's what it was, is we hadn't validated certain files.
Pyramid of pure evil that corrupts everything it comes in contact with.
You like to watch Fixstar show you how to play?
Make something up.
I don't think you want to like learn from me how to play games. I kind of just screw around.
Because, unlike you, I have a very keen sense of
So on the Steam Deck at 720, we're getting somewhere between like 30 and 49, 50 frames per second. Definitely looks a little bit, because it's at 720p and then it's got FSR
everybody keep
running
an
on
eye out.
performance.
Good scrap.
It's looking a little blurry in a way.
All good, no worries.
Okay, we'll knock this stuff off here.
Stuff.
There we go. That is how you made 2 games, just getting in and trying it.
Larkers would shoot right through them.
Yeah, that makes sense, Fixstar.
Optimal thumper placing distance should be just up there.
Let's keep going.
I'm thinking right in front, through the giant hole where this ship's cockpit used to.
I wonder,
Well, that's grim. Yeah, try not
30, 34. Okay.
Amazing! I should have been recording. Bridge over. I want to see if he's alive.
Is that
I don't
Groot?
know, but he's twitching. Larkin, Scott stained, Quill. You okay down there?
He's twitching.
Yeah, just, thought I saw a shortcut.
Shortcut. Right.
Go ahead without me. I'll catch up.
Okay. There's a crapped out Nova Corps missile bay just on the
All
other
right,
side.
let's see what else we
Meet me
can
there.
catch up really
Go up
quick
with
here on.
missile bay.
But yeah, everything seems to be running fine. So it was just those files that it need to pull in. So yeah, I mean the game, I guess the game is verified as long as you understand, like, hey, it's not going to run at 60 frames per second. What it is going to do is run probably 30 to 50. But I think there is some... Nope. Nothing there. They're free and the people like them. Yeah, what are the games, Fixstar? What were the names? I remember you were working on one. Let's see. Resolution. Yeah. I mean, there's not much we can adjust to get any more out of it. Like, the only thing you could do is kind of lock it on the device at 40, and then you might be okay in that sense. And it would just kind of stay within that 30 to 40 range. I'm curious, though. Let's take a look at what Black Fog was saying. So let's set this to performance.
I'm, assessing stuff.
So there's our full performance. And VRAM is what we're looking for. So video RAM, we're at 6.5 and we're at 800 megahertz. So let's put it to sleep.
It is good to be doing physical labor again.
It's going to kind of shut off. There we go. And let's bring it back up. I'm curious to see, like, if we don't see it at the 800 megahertz. I've never noticed that, but I've never really looked for it either. Okay, our VRAM's at 788, but at 783, 687. I mean, it went to 800 pretty fast. Wait for a few minutes. Okay, let's do it this way then. I'm gonna suspend it. We'll go back over and we'll look at another game on the Steam Deck. Legion Go. What happened here? Uh-oh. Oh, we were running the other game. That's what happened here. It is bouncing around now, but it like stabilized pretty quick. I think you'd be talking about something totally different. I mean, it stabilized within like 3-4 seconds. So I think we'll let it sit there for a minute. I need to log back in because I was playing a different game on my same account and it caught me. So to speak. There we go. Let's see if this will come up and then we'll close the game. I'm surprised it didn't warn me on the Steam Deck. I didn't see it warn me that I had another game open. Okay, there we go. So let me close this out. Try giving it a minute or two to stabilize fully. Okay. I mean, anything when it starts up, it's going to utilize, because it's going to be running two things. It's going to be running the game and the actual OS backend, right? So there is going to be some fluctuation regardless. But it shouldn't be more than a couple seconds, I would imagine. But like what you're saying is like minutes. What is going on here? Oh, that was Streamlabs, so that's on the wrong thing. This one. Jeez, I've got this like locked in. I can't find. There we go. Okay, Desperados 3. That's the one I want to kill. There we go. Okay. I think we should be good there now. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I would say. Like, if you're seeing it not lock into 800 after a minute or two, then that's a problem, right? Like, oh, thank you, Fixstar. Let's see. Well, it's been about a minute or so. Let's jump back over and see what the Steam Deck's saying now. So we'll power it back up. Let's see what it does. And it's going to take a second for it. Okay, so VRAM 800 megahertz. It bounced to 722, 760, 800, or back to 800.
We're fine. Waiting for Quill to show up.
Your team was tasked with keeping Peter Quill safe.
It's bouncing around a little bit.
Fall in holes instead of
Yes. His fragile Terran frame cannot handle the impact.
Yeah, we'll let it just for a few minutes here, just see. I mean, it seems pretty stable.
How much of the war did you see, Rocket?
Only the bits that happened as I was doing other jobs.
It seemed to be about normal of what my expectation would be.
Me and Groot could do pretty much whatever we wanted. You were a prophet.
It's definitely not bouncing around like you're having yours. I wonder if that could mean like there's an issue with the, because I'm not on stable, I'm on the preview. I doubt that that would really cause it. That's why I was wondering. I think that that might either re-image it or try like maybe just the preview channel and see if you get the same thing. It's not going to be stable, right? Like it's going to have like weird stuff going on, but yeah, either re-image it or that. But yeah, this seems pretty stable on mine. It hasn't been fluctuating past 10 seconds, maybe. It did it twice. One would be what I would imagine would be like, okay, boot up, game, OS in the background, it's doing its check. And then the second time, it was probably doing
Strange creatures when installing a thumper.
a clean,
What they look like.
A spined orb with
like its own cleanup.
We'll keep an eye out. Get it? Get it?
But I am plugged in too. That might be a difference. Plugged into the dock and then plugged into a wall power outlet. Now the other thing I'm not doing, I don't have TDP limiters on or anything like that, so it's tough to say. 8 cores. That would be. Is that because I'm on the preview? It might be. I don't have anything else running on it. Oh, you can go in. Sorry, you can go into the Steam Deck's BIOS and enable, I think, the cores. Valve has that built into it now. If I'm not mistaken, that's what I did. And I would have to look that up because I haven't done that in a while. That was like when I first got it. Oh, I've got the wrong mouse going here. Hold on. Let me see if I can bring that up. Oops. Why is my... There we go.
Remember, these thumpers ain't gonna lure SWAT if they're in the wrong place.
Don't worry, Drax took notes.
Yeah, if you go to Steam, go to Setting, go to CPU, Logic Cores, it'll show 4, but then I thought you could go in. Let's see, is this it? It's been so long since I messed with this. I did this like when I first bought it.
Hey, Gamora, make sure the Milano don't get stuck in any of this resin.
If she did, I would wrench the ship free.
Don't worry. I've flown worse
No.
ships through worse situations.
Not power tools. Not cryo utilities. Increase VRAM and then is that where it is? You can control it by going into the BIOS. That's what I think I'd said, right? Like press up and power when you turn the system off, and then you can enable it. I don't know. It's been such a long time that I did that. Let's get out of the game here. And let's jump into another game. And in the middle of the next one, when I'm done with this, I will go into the BIOS on the Steam Deck. Why am I not controlling it? What's going on? What's happened here? My controller is not working now. The controller on the Steam Deck is. Let's just close out of the game. Yeah, it was like up in power, right? volume up and power, right? That's what it is. That's what it is. So you got to be turned off. So let me shut it down. And I will go in and try that. And we'll see if we can pull it up that way. I don't know. I never really had problems with cryo utilities. I don't think I've ever run power tools though. I can tell you that. I just don't believe I have. All right, so let's see if we can't get this thing to fly and show us what we want. Set up utility. Advanced. Oops. I'm looking here. Man, it's been so long. So there's that. I'm running 4/9/2024 BIOS release update. Frame rate buffering, that's what it is. So there's the buffer size. So you can throw it to up to 4 gigs. And then, oh, you know what? I think I've only done that. I do believe that if you run preview, it does enable all 4 cores or 8 cores. I think that might be the difference. I'm pretty certain that that's what I've done, because that was only for the memory there, but I'm pretty sure. Let me just check that. Enable performance or preview mode. We'll switch over to the, this is the Legion Go, but on Steam Deck Oled. I'm pretty certain that's what it does. And I've got to find it. Where is that? Client external beta. Let's see, maybe I can find this. All right, Fixstar, have a good night. Sorry we didn't get so much gameplay in. I was just trying to figure this out. This is a good question. I don't remember how I've done this. Yeah. That's why I thought it was, because it would be unstable. It would be running all of that. Getting SMT, yeah. That's doing it with power tools. The only other thing I can think of is I don't know. I really am lost. I've never ran anything on this one other than some emulation stuff that I've done with like deck. What am I thinking of? It's the EMU deck. EMU deck. That's the only other thing that I've done. Now, whether that enabled it with some update, I can't remember how I did that. I've never, like I said, ran anything else beyond that. So I don't know. Because otherwise it would say power tools, right? When I would jump over here, as far as I remember, people showing me. Okay, okay, Black Fog, no problem. Good. I'm glad you got something out of it, because I don't know if I got any answers in my own head. Let's see. So why is my controller being stubborn and not wanting to control the Steam Deck? What did I do? It was working fine before. I don't know what I've done now. How about if I hit the... Yeah, this is what happens. When I start to go off track, I start to do things and then like something gets screwed up. Hang on. That's all right. Let's do this. Let's get you back to the normal. Yeah, I just don't know why my controller's not working. I'm going to try shutting it all the way down. So we'll jump over to the Steam Deck. Oh, the Steam Deck's not plugged in. That's why. That's why. All right. Should be coming up here in a second. There we go. Now it should work fine. I had unplugged the Steam Deck and I was like, why in the hell isn't this working? There we go. Let's take a look at Desperados 3. We got to crank through these now. Spent a little bit too much time trying to remember stuff. I did. So we'll jump into Desperados. We'll take a quick look at it. Then we'll jump over to the Legion Go. And probably take a look at Surge 2. That'll be our mid-game. You know, Desperados, or this is Desperados 3. I think I said 2. Desperados 3, like I said, it's on sale for like $9.99. It's playable, but it does have smaller text. And that's kind of where it gets nicked and it's not verified. Here we go. And we can take a look at options here in terms of video, 1280 by 720. I do have it at a render scale. It's kind of scaled up, but we don't have to do that. We can leave it at 100. And we'll leave it at medium. So we should be pretty good. Like I said, being a little bit lower, it's probably going to play somewhere in between 50 and 60. Let's get out of this. There we go. Yeah, so we can kind of see it at 100. With medium settings, we're now about 60 frames per second. I think if we go in, we might even be able to put it up to high. And still get close to 60. Let's see. Okay. Yeah. We're right at 60. He didn't see me. Good. The only thing I don't like about this game is like having to manually move the camera around. I know it was mainly because it's mouse and keyboard originally, but
This thirst is killing me.
It's the only thing I don't care for in this. Like, it feels kind of like it should just move forward.
Another up ahead.
Okay, this is the one. Whoop, the coin.
Still got plenty
We
left.
need to get his attention elsewhere.
Sure. I'll
Throw
throw
one
one of my
there.
coins.
Good idea. Get him to turn his head. I'll do the rest.
There
Remember,
we go.
think slow. Act fast.
We always hide the body.
You've been paying attention.
I was trying to move it a little too fast. Let's get it up here. Come on. Come on, camera.
Follow me. Keep your head down.
Oh, it's on the dad, I think. I think when he's not moving, it's not going to move either. Oh, look, bird's eggs. It's funny. Now, we got to toss one on the horse.
Don't come to me.
Glad
I'm just standing here.
Okay.
One fake coin. Come
You kick me. I'm gonna
Oh, yeah,
kick
there
you
we
in the
go.
ass.
So funny. There we go. Let's, do we have to do anything with her? Oh, no, he's just going to kill
Hey,
her.
Pa,
Yeah.
how many men does
Maybe
Ray
not.
have?
Gonna tie her up.
One-on-one, you always got a chance. You just gotta thin out the pack.
There we go. He deals with the gate. We could quick save. Not worried about that. But I mean, you can see, I mean, we're pretty steady, and I don't think we have to worry too much.
Tight as a
All
bowstring.
right, son.
Even when we're switching
Time
through
for a
menus.
challenge. See that ladder up there? I
Oh,
need you to throw
I
it
gotta
down
go
for me.
this way, I think. There we go. My camera.
Good job. That's my
Step on
boy.
that scorpion.
It's easy.
All right, let's see. I think we're probably pretty good here. You can see it's definitely running fairly well. Like a little bit, it dropped down to 58, but I mean, otherwise, the settings we're using. Oh God. Oh crap. I'll just hide behind that door. They knew right where to go. Look at that. How would they know? Okay, let's call it good there. Desperados 3 runs just fine. It's on sale. If you like that style of game, it's not bad. Might be worth picking up. Let's see. What did we say we were going to do? The Surge 2. So, like I said, The Surge and South Park tied this week in the votes. So I figured, well, we'll just do both. So we're going to do both of them. The Surge 2, if you like The Surge, well, if you never played The Surge, it's like a Dark Souls style, Souls-like game. Surge 2 is a probably much better version of the game. I think it plays better. It's definitely got, from what I remember, a little bit more challenge to it. The original Surge, I don't think it was as bad. I mean, there were some decent boss fights, but Surge 2 seems to be a little bit more challenging to me. And I think this one's on sale as well. There was a bunch of games on sale, and we pretty much hit all of them this week. $5.99 for this. So you can definitely get it like 80% off right now. I think there's a Ultimate Edition, which is all the DLC. And I think that is $8.99, $7.99 if you want both. If you want Surge 2 and the Season Pass, you can get it for $7.99 right now on Steam. So, not bad games. I've enjoyed them. I enjoy all the Dark Souls, like many people, but I mean, like, in that sense, like, I've even went, beyond the standard From Software games. So, Deck 13 did a few of these, and I think the Surge 2 was probably one of my better liked games, what I enjoyed out of it. So let's go ahead and do that. Take a look at the options. So we're going to be playing 720, but on the device it will, I think it supports 800p. You can, if you have the Asus stuff, I even wonder if Asus, because it does support that Aurora, so the color changing stuff. I wonder if it would support that in the ROG Ally. Might be two different things. May not support it, but who knows. So resolution scale, everything's kind of set to high. We're using auto preset, but let's see. What's the low, medium? I think I played on high. I think it was high. Yeah. Let's just put it on high and we'll see. Oh, wait, that's very high. Hold on. Go down one. There we go. And let's just continue where I left off. And it doesn't have like a verified or playable status. So that's something that you have to be aware of. But from what I've played on it, it didn't like crash or anything like this. And this is probably the second area that you get into. Third area, something like that. We're at about 50 on high. Up. I wasn't really ready to battle, but yeah, sure. Why not? I was going to go the other way. I just wanted to look out here real fast. Oh, it's a little dark. I can't see. I'm stuck. Okay, now we need to heal. My guy's actually got a little bit of power on him. So I shouldn't be doing as bad as I was. I haven't played in a while, so that's mainly the reason. This is the way that I wanted to go. So yeah, let's do this. Let's back this down to medium. See what that looks like. So let it stabilize. 54, 53. I guess if you go down to low, you might be able to get it to 60. I think I played it at like 40 frames per second when I was playing it. So this might have been a little bit ago. Let's turn down that motion blur. It's at 100% for crying out loud. And let's turn a little bit of this stuff down to 70. Bloom down to 70. There we go. And texture quality down to low. Medium. Okay, let's see what we get there. Yeah, it looks really blurry. It's a little too blurry for me. But it is running 60. There we go. Come on, can't I? There we go. Yeah, that's a little too low. Let's go back in just something here. Texture quality to high. Okay. And that's close to 60. So, I mean, you can get close to 60 on it. I mean, you can definitely get 60 if you drop that motion quality, or, I'm sorry, not motion quality, the texture quality down. And playing on the device, playing on the actual, like, Steam Deck itself, you do get a little bit better experience with the screen. The screen has a little bit more density to it, so in terms of pixels, so I think it looks a little bit better. This, it always looks funny to me playing it on the direct capture. Oh, couple guys. Holy cow, where'd they all come from? I'm almost dead. Send a drone up. Oh boy. Gotta work our way around this. Yeah, that's right. Once that guy starts to swing, he doesn't stop. Or any of them. You can even target body parts, which is always interesting too. Okay, let me scoot past these guys. Try Ninja Blade. On deck, real cheap now. That's Ninja Blade. I don't know if I've checked that one out or not before, but OVO Mill, I'll definitely... OVO Mill. I'll take a look at it. I don't know if I have or not. If I've ever checked it out before. There we go. There's a kill. Oh, the From Software hack and slash. Yes, I know which one it is. I might own that. I know that they had that on like the 360, right? I don't know if I ever played it on PC or not. I might own it. I might. Let me look. It is a good game. I have played it now that I remember. It is From Software. I know what you're talking about. Ninja Blade. Is that on... That's not on Steam, though. Is that on another platform? Or am I not seeing it? Is it one of those ones where... Because there's Ninja Gaiden, obviously. I have played Ninja Blade before. You can just even emulate that via 360. But you said on GG.deals. That is it is an interesting game. It's more like a Ninja Gaiden, if I remember correctly. Ninja Blade. There it is. Oh, that's funny. What is it? Is it a Windows? No, it's Steam. But it's not sold on Steam any longer. Is it? It's only available through like a Steam key reseller. That's what it is. So these are keys that are still around. Let me just put in a date here. I just want to see this. Because that is a really good game. I do agree. That would be fun. And that would be something to take a look at. Yeah, so... Is it not sold on Steam? No? Ninja Blade? I don't think it is. I think they pulled it from sale, but you can still get it via Steam keys. Yeah, I don't see it on Steam. Weird. Do I own it, though? That's the other question. I might own it already. I thought I didn't because I was playing it on emulation. No. I don't. But yeah, you can get it from like Green Man Gaming for $10. $8.49. I think that's what you said it was. And it's not available anywhere else, so you can get it. Yeah, I'll probably buy that. That's actually a really good deal. That is an interesting game. And it runs really well on the Steam Deck. Or at least runs well. Okay. Yeah, I might do that, and then we can do a video for it this week. I've got to get like a bunch of videos pre-recorded because I'm heading out of town, so I will... Yeah, that is so strange. I wonder why they pulled that game for distribution. Let me just see here. I guess that was... Who was that published that game? Was that From, or was that like Bandai? Because, of course, they were good friends of theirs for quite a long time. Can we just do this? I'm just doing something right now. I'm actually going to pick it up. Because I like the game, and yeah, you could emulate it, but if you can still buy it. Planet of the Apes choice. From Software published Ninja Blade. Okay. I know that they had developed it, but I didn't know if they published it or not on there. Because usually they were partnering with... they usually partnered with Bandai early on. Did it have a... I bought things from Green Man before. They're a pretty good company. Oh, yeah. Hold on. Do I have... This is the last thing I wanted to do was buy more games, but I do like this game. Let's see. And is it going to make me log in? Oh, God. Everything does. It's so off track on these. I should have just saved it for later. But unfortunately, I have that like thing in my head where it's like, oh, I better get it because I've seen other games that like got thrown off of they got pulled down off of Steam and the price is phenomenal. There's like this Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles game that was on Steam that got pulled down. I forget which one it is, but people charge like $800 for a Steam key. There's a few out there. It's ridiculous. And I shouldn't even give a damn about it, but yeah, sometimes I get in that mode where I'm like, oh, that would be really cool to own. Because I would definitely play it. Okay, good. There we go. So I'll probably end up doing a video for it later in the week. Thank you for stopping in and letting me know. And spending my money. Where's the thing? There we go. So yeah, in terms of this game, The Surge 2, like I said, it's super cheap right now. It's actually a really good game. It's very Souls-like. I mean, in a way, it's probably closer to Souls than it is majority of the other Souls-like games out there. But it's just set in more sci-fi reality. Can I scoot around this guy? I don't know if we can backstab or what. I'm pretty close behind him. He actually may not be an enemy. He's not. That's right. You can talk to him. These are the enemy guys up here. Send up the drone. You have different weapons you can kind of throw in. You can get bigger ones. You can go like dual blades like I'm running right now, which are far more speedy, I guess would be the term that I would use, lack of a better one. And then you can do weapons like guns as well. You just can't pick up guns, and I think the whole story is like you can't pick up guns because they're locked to the individuals, if I remember correctly. So you have to find dealers. Oh yeah, this guy, remember, he's a little tougher. He's got a car door for a shield. Oh, now we've got all of them. Okay, actually, let's jump over to the Legion Go and let's take a look and see what it looks like. So I am going to just exit us out of the game. And we'll take a look at it over on there. Hey, Cherry Man, how are you? What's going on, man? Anything exciting? All right, so let's jump in and jump into the Surge 2 on the Legion Go. There we go. But yeah, the Surge is really good. Surge 2, I think, is better. What else is there? We played a couple other ones on there. Just finished a new video? Or were you streaming today? Cherry Man's another one of your excellent channels to get Steam Deck, and not necessarily Steam Deck, but like Legion Go. He's had Steam Deck coverage on there, Rock Ally as well. I think the Legion Go is what you own right now, though. But yeah, enjoy the videos. Oh, that one. Yeah, I did see it up there. I didn't watch it yet. I'll take a look tonight after I get it done. I did see you were doing something with the OLED versus the ROG Ally X. Oh, you know what? I need to jump back out of here and enable Steam controls. Oh, actually, I don't need to jump out, I don't think. I think if we just go to the menu and enable it, Steam input. There we go. And then I probably got to tell it to switch controllers. Usually do this ahead of time. I didn't this time. Reorder. That's what we need to do. So reorder this all the way to 1. There we go. Now we got it. Oh, I didn't know they made a dock. I'll have to look for that. Can't wait to get back talking about Switch. Yeah. Nintendo's having a little bit of a tough time with their revenues, so I'm pretty sure that Switch 2 is going to be brought up here in the last part of this quarter, like Q3. It's going to have to be officially announced. Their investors want to hear it now, especially with the declining revenues that Switch is seeing. Although they're still doing fine. But I mean, in general, it's definitely a decline for sure. Now, this is what the game should look like. But obviously, we're playing at 1080p, and we've got a little bit of extra stuff turned on. So let's jump in here and kind of toy around a little bit. Unfortunately, they never enabled any kind of FSR or anything like that. So we are at 1080p. Yep. We can go full screen. Graphics wise, resolution scale is 100. We're at textures or preset of auto. Let's go down to high. And let's get rid of this motion blur and bring everything else down a little bit. I'll have to look for that Legion Go dock. I'm curious. I hadn't seen that. So thank you for dropping that tidbit. Okay, now we're at 55. This looks a hell of a lot better, by the way. Oh, of course, Cherry Man, anytime. I like your content, man. You do get into the you bring the excitement. I've never done that. I'm not an exciting person, but I appreciate your video work. Okay, yeah, we've killed these guys. So let's go back and fight the ones down here. Yeah, you can see like the fidelity difference on 1920 by 1080, and just that little extra power that the Legion Go can kick out makes the game look totally different, right? Like so much better. There's the guy with the gun. That's what I thought. Let's take him out. There we go. It's on the Legion Go website, but it's going to be a while. Yeah, like anything, you know. Everybody's been waiting for something. I know I used a generic one that I used for the original, like ROG Ally and stuff like that, but just so I would have the ability to have it, you know what I mean? You know, as a dock. It works just fine, but I always thought it'd be nice if they did make an official one that kind of like fit the device. I would really love them to come out with something that you click the controllers into so you can use the controllers like you can like a Switch, right? Like where the Joy-Cons clip into that little controller handle. I wish they would come out with something like that. I I think it is JSOX. It's either JSOX or some other third party, but I'm pretty sure it is JSOX. Because they were like the first ones to make these. This dude's kind of tough. Hey, I want to go. I just want to go in here. You don't have to kill me. Oh. Okay, let's throw our drone up. Oh, they killed the drone already? Jeez, that didn't last. It's the guy with the shotgun. He is. I'm going to hide around this corner, see if they can find me. Oh, they gave up already. Let's cut down this. I think it's this alleyway. As long as they don't attack me. And I think there's a doctor down here, and here's where you can upgrade your like character. He's like a, I forget what he called it. Like a something doc.
Every morning before breakfast. Of course I'm real. Just trust evidence of your
It reminds me a lot of Bloodborne.
Dr.
This one.
Casimir. Don't believe government.
But yeah, you can see, I mean, where we're playing at, we're getting about 40 FPS. We could probably get a little bit better. Oh, Park Sung Doc. Where is that the one you used for your ROG ally? Okay, I don't need anything right now. That was 40. If we wanted to lock this at 60, what would we have to do? Probably drop down. I guess it's probably drop it down to medium. And then drop this. Or wait, no. Then drop resolution scale to 70%. Yeah, now it's looking a little bit more like what the Steam Deck did. With that resolution drop. It doesn't look too bad. You could probably even go a little bit lower, but now we're at 58. Okay, don't kill me. Just leave me alone, people. You bought it for the Steam Deck back in 2022. Gotcha. Now we're at 50s. So you can take this guy out with his shield, door shield. Okay, why isn't that thing doing anything? Oh, it shoots one time. That's it? Probably an upgrade you got to keep putting effort into. Ah, he got me. Okay. But yeah, that's... You can get it to 60 on there at 1080p. You can definitely get 60 at like 800p. So both devices can run it. Steam Deck's just going to look a little bit rougher on it. And again, this game does not have like any kind of status with Steam Deck. So there's no, on the page, it doesn't talk about it being playable, verified, or unplayable. But the game is playable. It's just, I don't know why. It's one of those games that they missed or never got to. Let's take a look at South Park, but we'll do that on Steam Deck over here. There we go. Now, obviously, South Park is not going to be visually demanding. I believe it's on sale for $5.99. I think both of them are on sale for $5.99. So, like, what was it? The Fractured But Whole and what's the other one? Stick of Truth. So Fractured But Whole is $5.99. You can get the gold edition for $9.99. And it's playable. That's what it's listed as. Probably like text and all that stuff. Or you can buy, there is a bundle for the Stick of Truth and the Fractured But Whole. And it looks like you get it for about 75% off or 80% off, somewhere in between there. I can't see it since I own both. But yeah, these are fun. If you like RPGs, unique RPGs, these definitely are unique and they're very fun. So you should have no concern about if these run on here because they run just fine. They're not visually demanding, which is good. I am going to look that Legion while we're waiting for this to load. Ubisoft, you know, this is the one bad thing. They want to use a launcher, so you do have to put up with that. But if you've signed in already before, it should just pull it in, and you won't have any problems. Let's see here. There's the Lenovo Legion Go. It's down to what, $599? Is that for... It's not bad. It's still a great device. It's probably my go-to device outside of the Steam Deck. Depending upon how I'm moving around and doing stuff. Oh, they make a cleaning kit for it. That's funny. Skins. Screen cover, obviously. I've got one there. Headphones. Where is this thing? A cleaning kit. Interesting. Let's go back here. Docking station. Maybe it's under docking stations while we wait for this thing. I just want to see what it looks like. Where is this? What are you looking for today? Legion Go. Docking station. Maybe if I look at that. Oh, is that it? No, Lenovo Legion S600 gaming station. No, that's not it. Oh, there it is. Lenovo Legion Go USB-C dock. $58. Okay. I mean, it looks kind of like any other dock. I thought it would be a little bit different, but it is wider because of it's got to accept the Legion Go. It's a little bit thicker. So it's wider at the bottom. It's like one HDMI, two USB 3.0, USB-C, maybe another USB-C, and then your what'd you call it? The networking cable, your Ethernet. Okay. That's not too bad. Does it come with a charger? A charging block? If it comes with a charger, then that's a pretty good deal. But if it's going to be using your existing charger, then it's a little bit high. It does say USB-C AC plug, but it doesn't say you get a secondary one. I don't know. Might be something to pick up. Looks nice. Okay. South Park. There's a fractured but whole. Additional content. And display. We'll just take a look at the display stuff really fast. It's going to be 720 on here. I think we're safe to bounce this up to high. I want to say. But let's see. Okay. And let's just go ahead and play. New game. I played this I bought it on here, but to be able to show, but I ended up playing it on the PS4. Legion Go dock. Yeah, that looks pretty cool. It's just the same design as the Steam Deck, except your plug-in is going to be on the left-hand side versus the right-hand side. I kind of thought that it would have the USB-C plug underneath because you would just set it down on, but that's probably dangerous in terms of like a lot of people could bend it or not put it down correctly and it would break or something. So I can definitely see like why they chose not to have the USB-C plug on the bottom. There he is. Can we skip? I think so.
Oh, you don't want to skip this, dude. This is sweet.
Yeah, I do.
No, trust me. You want your olive.
It won't let me.
Out of control.
Come on.
Will you stop interrupting, please? Cats are missing and town. Okay, now you're just being a dick rat. People are being victimized.
It won't let me.
Oh, hey, who pooped on my paw?
What's going on?
Just trying to get through the damn thing.
We were supposed to protect those who couldn't protect themselves.
Get off my car, you little pecker!
Now superheroes are torn apart by political differences.
I don't know if you guys ever heard of the Seattle superheroes. Back in the 2010-ish time frame, maybe a little bit before that, we had superheroes running around Seattle.
Travel is my only hope now.
They were pretty cool. They were
This is
funny.
ancient times,
I can't remember their names,
when a new king united a kingdom torn apart
but
by
they like
power.
wore like body armor, like superhero body armor and stuff like that. Like the one dude looked like Batman,
There's no time to waste.
and they actually fought crime.
Back. Change
They
the
got
course
arrested a
of
lot of the time too.
Find this cat. And in doing so, perhaps I can
They
change
were
what's
funny.
happened to all of
They
us.
tried. Ended up being that the one dude that was head of it, that was dressed up kind of like Batman. Well, he had like that rubberized body armor, right? He was a drug dealer. So while he was trying to help, he was also trying to hurt. Let's just go with this kid. We're not going to add anything. Just go straight into the vanilla character. Yeah, I can't remember what they were called. If you look it up, Google Seattle superheroes. I think that's... And I want to say it was like 2009? No. Yeah, 2009 or something. I never saw them. They used to hang around like Phoenix Jones was one of the guys.
They got the bait. You gotta stop him.
And he did look like a Batman kind of character. The Rain City Superheroes. That's who they were. 2011 to 2014. So, very funny. Focus your power. That's so funny. There we go. So these are like the mechanics you'll be dealing with, not necessarily all the time this way. There we go. Getting our stuff. Deuce bastard. Yeah, but you can see, like, we're running 60 frames per second. This game has no problems.
More friends just means more trouble.
You're being paranoid.
Rain City
Let all that stuff
Superheroes.
is changing you.
Oh, lay off! It's the one thing that helps me relax from your stupid shit! Oh, hey, whippersnapper. Didn't see you there.
Your friends are downstairs, kiddo. Get out there and play.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess they were still, the superheroes were running around Chaz during the pandemic as well. So that was 2020. So they were still around a little bit. Yeah, 60 frames per second.
Look, you brought a towel. Hey man, I'm Tally.
Tally.
Bud. I'm gonna give you some tips from time to time because who doesn't like tips, right?
Maybe we can get to some point where we can save it.
You gotta come fight, my liege. You're our only hope. Come on, dude, my lord.
Oh, can we go? There we go. This is like the end of Stick of Truth, I think.
Move to town and you get to be king. I think you're a little pussy. Punch that boy in the face, king.
Combat advantage.
Go, king, go.
There we go. Get a little bit of an idea of how it plays. Go.
We'll see how you like this, king.
Oh,
Oh man. Knock him out, king.
there we go. I think we got him.
We can't stop him. Ready the guards of the dark. Wow, did you see that? The king's a
So it is just like a, kind of like the weird, Oh, what would you say? Like the weird,
It's all on.
Yakuza games, like a dragon. It's kind of like that, right? Like there's a lot of comedy in it. Of course, it's South Park, and it's not super. I don't know. It's not super serious. Yeah, let's go like this. There we go. Oh, it looks just like the cartoon. I mean, the game is identical, right? Like you could sit there and kind of go like, "Oh, it's like we're playing the cartoon." But okay, let's just punch. There we go.
Great smiting, King. That was super gross, but not gross enough to defeat us.
And then you can have like multiple characters run at the same time,
You can't keep
and all the favorite characters are in the game. Okay. Let's use the superpower. There we go. You have to get in like the right sector.
the Moors will triumph. Oh, man, he's still not dead.
Whacked you with a freaking stop sign.
Your king's too
Once we can save, we'll jump over to Legion Go, take a look at it. Again, this game is not going to be super like demanding on anything, so 60 frames per second, not an issue. But it's a really good game. Like if you want to get it on sale, I think if you like South Park, it's a good game even full price. But if you want to try it, get it on sale. It's like $5-6 usually when it's on sale.
Stand aside or die. We're going through that door. You can't. Oh yeah, why not? Because everything in front of here is lava. Oh, dude, no way. All that is lava? Yep, everything from here to here is lava. You can't cross it.
Red Lego bricks.
Shit! Come on, let's get inside. We can't. They're saying everything in front of the door is lava. Oh, that's not fair. What do we do, the king? What do you do now? You die. Release the dragon. A dragon? Here, lad.
When can we save? Probably not until we get past this, I think. Yeah, we gotta get a little bit further. I mean, realistically, we don't, but... Let's see, we'll work our way down. Oh, another dude showed up. And why isn't my guys helping me?
Ready to fire breath. Get out of the way of the fire breath. Don't end your turn where it's gonna hit you.
Okay. Oh, actually, can I stand here and hit him? No. Gotta get close to him. I don't think I can get out, so I think I had to maybe do something different.
Okay, if you get a fire breath attack, our king gets his hammer of heaven. You can't stop the tip. Car.
Car.
Stay out of the street, damn kid.
Clear.
And he was on his phone. That's funny.
As I was saying,
All right, there we
you
go.
can't stop the king. He is all powerful. What a mighty. Oh, shit. Dragon Slayer.
King douchebag.
Oh my god, he defeated the dragon.
So, yeah, I mean,
That kid
that's South Park. It's not demanding. The game runs just fine. It's probably only not verified. Oh, it is lava over there. Because of,
Maybe there's a way in through the garage, my lord.
it's probably not verified because of the actual, like, text. It might be. I don't even think it's that bad. So I don't know why. Maybe it's the launcher.
There is one. Only the king with his infinite wisdom and strength can get
I'm
past
stuck.
the impassable barrier.
There we go. Is it this? Oh, the ladder. There we go.
Go ahead, your highness.
fell.
Pig was going to do a sweet jump, but then he just did that.
You're dead. Try it again. There we go.
Speak, Bard. What happened to the stick of truth? The wizard had it thrown into the ocean. Lies. You shall feel the wrath.
Okay,
of
I'm
the
just going to
Lord.
be skipping a little bit so we can kind of get to the save. There we go. Okay, so let's take a look at on the Steam or on the Legion Go. Really fast. Again, game's not demanding at all, so I think you're going to be fine. But we said we'd take a look at, then we'll take a look at Dome Keeper, and then we'll finish up with Deep Rock Galactic Survivors. Actually, go back for a sec. I need to make sure that it's enabled. There we go. There. Now, hopefully it did sync the save and we can just jump right back to where we were. Now, there is this thing like we talked about with the Ubisoft launcher. It acts a little different from Steam Deck to Windows. So hopefully it should just move smoothly through, log us in, and we're done. We don't even have to mess with it. It really should only be a one-time thing. The first time you ever play any Ubisoft game is the only time you really deal with the launcher other than sitting here watching it update. It does that quite often. Because although the launcher update, I think it has to update per game per launcher or something like that. Up. And we need to click on here. That's the nice thing with the little trackpad on these. That's the reason. That's one of the reasons why I didn't like the Legion Go the ROG Ally as much, is it didn't have a trackpad. And even the Legion Go with just the one trackpad helps so much when you're running anything in Windows and you're having to touch it. Sometimes the touchscreen did not work because certain things think of a touchscreen as a different input rather than a mouse input. But a touchpad is always seen as a mouse. So it is the one thing that I do like about the Legion Go, as well as the Steam Deck. I like that they have the touchpads. A lot of people don't like them, care for them, or use them, but I do like them. I like that they have them. One of the games that I'm showing this week is SVC Chaos, which we played last week on the live stream. And I do show like being able to control with both the touchpad and the D-pad as your different options. So I don't know if the touchpad makes like doing Hadouken quicker in like Street Fighter, but it seemed like it. Let's see. We'll go ahead and put this up to high because of course it can handle it. And we are going to be doing a 1080p again because we're direct capturing through a card, but on the device it would be 1920 by 1200p. Oh damn! It didn't. They must not support cloud saves. Okay, we'll just take a quick look at it. We won't get start from where we left off, but we can easily just kind of move through it, and you can see. And I'm going to try to skip Cartman's thing, but I don't think he'll let me. And it does say 59. I never understand why it bounces between 59 and 60, but I think it's like certain parts of it, it's okay with 59, but then other parts it's 60, but it's always running at 60. What's the name of the dock? Let me see here. It's plugged in right now, so what is this?
What has become of this city? There used to be laws, justice, not anymore.
It is a JSOX. Yep, that's what it is.
Cats are missing and townspeople are being victimized.
It's only marked on the front.
Who pooped on my porch?
What's going on with you? We were supposed to protect those who couldn't protect themselves.
Yeah, we can't skip this.
Oh you don't want to skip it.
He won't let you.
No, trust me. You
Okay,
want all of
we
it.
gotta let it run.
Now superheroes are torn
It is a
apart
JSOX
by
one though,
little differences.
and it has what does? Oh,
We are two
almost
sides
messed
at
with it.
war.
It only has one HDMI output. It's got two USB 3,
Time travel is my only
USB-C for power.
hope. Myths tell
It
of
does
ancient
have the
when a new king
Ethernet out,
torn apart by a power
and it is, you know, where the little tail that comes up over the top to plug into the USB-C. It's on the wrong side. It's built for a Steam Deck, not for the Legion Go. So I have it flipped backwards. The Legion Go is not sitting in it. Okay, now can I skip this?
Stop interrupting, please.
Ugh. All right, we're making the same kid, vanilla kid. Nothing special. There we go. Okay, now we can skip through. There we go. We already did this, but oh, they did come out. I've seen they've had a lot of different devices, right? Like a lot of different okay. There we go. Oh, it's sold out. Is that the one with the back on it or something like that? I forget what they called it. I saw they were announcing it. Did you ever talk to them about doing like a partnership?
Made friends in this town so quickly.
We came here to hide. More friends just means more trouble.
You're being parent.
Okay, there we go. So yeah, I mean, again, now we're playing at even the 1080p resolution, but I mean, we're locked in here because I think it's like 59.95. I know that they used to work with a lot of different, you know, Steam Deck channels, so might be worth just reaching out to them. They used to work with them a lot, and they like worked with people of any size. They didn't really say like, oh, you have to have like, you know, 10,000 subscribers. They would do like partners that had like 1,000 to 2,000. And they seemed like pretty nice. They would send you all the gear, like a full set of everything, and then give you like links. And I think they paid you on purchases through those links, right? So they were tracking links. You get a percentage. I don't remember what the percentage was, but it was something.
Yeah, just walk away. Don't listen to him, King. They're like them.
Yeah, so we're playing the exact same thing, but I mean, you can see it's basically the same performance. The game isn't as demanding as what you would think, so... Oh, what if we go in the center and do that? Nope, go this way. Oh, I thought it would hit everybody.
Oh, the humanity.
Yeah, it's always worth just reaching out to him. I think there is like on their website, I think there's like a partner, like, hey, become a partner with us, and you can just follow it along there. Okay, so that was South Park. It's going to run fine. It's on sale. Let's jump over to the... Oh, nope, nope. Don't start. Don't start. Go back. Go back. Go back. Go back. Is it going to start up? I've got to shut it down because I don't want it running. What did I do? I think because it has that launcher, it doesn't listen to the command to kill. Maybe it did now. There we go. All right. Steam Deck it is. And let's throw Dome Keeper up. Dome Keeper's on sale as well. It's part of the Tower Defense Fest. So that is still going on, I think, until Monday morning. And I think it's around $14.99. What is Dome Keeper right now? Oh no, it's $7.19. So essentially you are on a planet and you're trying to defend against monsters, and you live in a dome, and they're trying to crack the dome But you've got to go down, you've got to mine for stuff, you got to bring stuff up because you need that resource to be able to fend off the monsters. So that's mainly how the game pretty much runs. And let me see if I can do this with the controller. Okay. Why is it not? Let me close this out really fast. Actually, no, let me just see something here. Yeah, see, it's recognizing the Steam Deck controls, but not the 8-bit Do gamepad controls. Let's try reordering real fast. Yeah, for whatever reason, Dome Keeper runs off the second controller. I don't know. That's strange. Okay. This might be running me through a tutorial. Why does my character move so slow? What am I trying to do here? There we go. Actually, the D-pad runs better than the analog. Something's off on this stupid-ass controller. Let's try it this way. Okay, back. Yeah, the D-pad runs way better. I don't know why. Choose game model options. So this is an interesting game. Yeah, it plays like a tower defense, but it's a little bit different too. Okay, I think something's off here, and I want to, yeah, because the Steam Deck works just fine. Something's wrong with this controller. It doesn't like how it's set up or something like that. Camera zooms. These are the game modes. What is going on here? Let me just take a look at the video. So we're pretty much normal. There's not really a lot of options as far as I remembered. I do have video of this up on the channel running on the Steam Deck. We'll use the Xbox. Yeah, I've heard that the ROG Ally X is definitely a little bit better. Okay, let's see if that... Okay, that helped a lot by turning that on. That auto detect. That really helped. Okay. Armory crate isn't bad. Well, that's good. They kind of needed to improve some of that. Okay. Can I keep going that way? It's just not taking, like, any input. Okay, there we go. Now it did. Choose your assignment. Showdown. I don't really want to do that. There we go. Here we go. Let's just go normal. And I think we just keep chipping away and maybe grab some of this stuff. These are all the resources you've got to get a hold of. And this is what will help you defend. Okay. Choose this. Yep. That's what I want. Small. Oh, there we go. Dope. Primary gadget, laser dome. You want a pet? Sure. No, cat. Whatever the hell that thing is. Okay, load out. There we go. Now we're in our dome. Then you got to go in, and here's where we can control this. Now, obviously, there's enemies, and it takes a long time for this, like, little dome laser to move. You can see they're cracking my dome already. It's so long for this thing. Oh my. By the time you get over, it's just ready to kill you. They're coming running. I think you're meant to, if I'm not mistaken, you're kind of meant to lose the first one. Okay, let's get this guy. Yeah, pretty much. Wait, come on. Shoot these guys. And then you should get a point where we won't have any enemies for a period of time. Then you can go mine. I think they're going to get me. But yeah, we're running 60. Again, the game's not super demanding either. I've gotten happier with the Legion Go's software. Now, I did take that, what the BIOS that they put out on the 19th of July, was it? Something like that. Okay, can we just stop with these guys? Like I can go down here. Primary gadget shield. And now we can start the run. There we go. I was messing around. I thought we were in the wrong spot. I was like, this doesn't seem right. Usually it didn't start out like that. Usually there's a period of time where you can go mine, then you can come back. There's our pet. So we got to go kind of mine down here to get like resources to upgrade our dome and things like that. And I think we have to take this stuff to... Yeah, we got to kind of fly with it, but we can't always... I don't think we can fly with all this weight. Hold on. Or maybe we got to break. Yeah, we're a little too weighted down, I think. If we take less of them at one time. There we go. Four is good. We can take 4. And then it crushes that and it uses as a resource that we can take. So let's get some more here. There we go. Can we get 5? We can definitely get those. Let's see if we can get 5 of these. Oh, it's a little rough. We're doing it, though. Nope. Gotta drop 1. We got stuck. There we go. But we gotta keep an eye because eventually, like I said, we will start to get, like, attacked again. We gotta find resources. And I'm not sure if we can just save at any point in that sync. That save will sync. Because again, it's not super demanding. So you can imagine like, oh, this run's fine. Okay, let's grab these guys. And maybe this one as well. Oh, I think the pet knows when there's trouble, so let's see what upgrades we can do. So this is our upgrade path. Drill strength, our laser, and then our dome shield, and our laser dome health. So let's put... Isn't there a way to have multiple lasers? I thought there was. Or this is just speed. Okay, let's do speed. Okay. I thought the pet would tell you. I thought that's what they were there for. It's like they're the indicator, but... Up. There we go. We do see some enemies coming. Let's see if we can get these ones and fly this up. I think we're being attacked. Yep. Oh, he's a big one. The cat's not liking it. Okay, battle. Okay, that was pretty easy. Now, I don't think we can repair that dome. Oh, automatic dome repair. But we don't have any of the stuff to do it with. And then you can get a proximity meter so you know how far they are. Okay, can we save? I doubt it. Let's just go ahead and quit. Oh no, it says it's being saved. Hopefully they have that. Now this was made in Godot, which... that was. Godot is, if anybody doesn't know, another programming back in middleware like Epic. So Godot is actually a very good tool set. A lot of developers like it that are doing indie kind of 2D stuff. But it can do everything. But yeah, it's newer to most folks, but it's probably a very competitive engine to like Unity or Epic, Unreal for you know, well, I guess like Unreal 5 is like everything. So it includes like mobile and web, and I think it includes web. I know Unity includes web, and I know Godot includes it as well. So let's go ahead and try Dome Keeper on here, and then after we're done with this, we can jump right over to Deep Rock Galactic. Okay, yeah, this worked right off the bat. So let's just continue. We should be on high settings, but let's just verify. Yeah, I mean, everything is on. So we're good to go. We can just scoot down here, except for our indicator's not on. Where'd that go? Give me one sec. For some reason, the Legion Go does not... There it is. It shows up there. When I plug it in, will it stay on there? For some reason, the Legion Go does not like... It's like data performance does not work correctly sometimes. Or performance data piece. Yeah, it's kind of stuck behind it, but it is running at 60 frames per second. Because I could see it if I'm playing on the device, I can see it. For some reason with this game, I can't see the performance metrics. And I've run into this before. There's a few games that are like this for whatever reason. Okay, let's take these guys up. I think that cat's seeing something. But we need to find some of those black, like onyx pearls. I'm not sure what they are. These things right here. Oh, we're being attacked. Let's grab these really fast and go. Come on. Well, there was a little stutter there. And let's do battle. All right. Now let's upgrade and put like a little automated dome repair. So hopefully that should fix that slowly over time. Yeah, I don't think there's anything I need to do. But eventually you're just opening this whole area, this cave system up underneath here through your mining to find all the different resources you need to keep your dome alive. There's some more right here. Oh, nope, I thought there was. Now we can improve our mining as well so that we can drill faster. or at all. We're not getting anywhere with that. Let's keep going down. Oh, there we go. Oh, it's heavy. I'm flying slow. Oh, we are being attacked. By more than one this time. So, let's go in. There we go. I don't know if there's any other upgrades I can do right now. What is this one? This is install a counter that shows how many waves you survived. Sure. And then we can upgrade the drill. Drill strength, top speed. Okay. Electro blast, overcharge shield. Our speed, obviously. And we can make it a little more powerful. But yeah, I mean, you can see this is for our jetpack and our character in general. You can see, I mean, this game's running fine. No issues there. So let's jump over to Deep Rock Galactic. And again, this Dome Keeper's on sale right now for $7.19. Is that what I said? Yep, $7.19. Normally it's, I thought it was $17.99. And then this is Deep Rock Galactic, but we're going to take a look at them both. So let's start with the Steam Deck. Now this game, I've done a ton of Survivor games. I've done probably like 30 or so. 35, I think, for the channel. And this one is probably my favorite. Initially it was Vampire Survivors. And then it went to yet another zombie survivor, which is great. But I do think Deep Rock Galactic is doing really well with this. This is one of those bullet hell roguelites. So pretty standard in that sense, but just done very well, like really quality. This is, I would put this right up there with yet another zombie survivor. Both this and that game are probably the two best ones. This is kind of what it looks like on the Steam Deck. You are not going to get 60 frames per second in most cases on this one. As more and more enemies are put on the screen, but it doesn't really tend to be too bad. But we will drop the rendering down a little bit. I wouldn't do this normally. I would just leave it there and let it run at like 40 frames per second, but let's try a different area.
Scout Classic, please.
This is it. Either the Dreadnought goes or we send in another dwarf. You'll be on your own in there. Make it
Okay.
count.
So now we're right about 60, but if we do get some more enemies on the screen, probably going to start to see it drop down. Yeah, 57, 58. At some points, it can be a whole screen of enemies, and that's dropping it into the 40s. But that's what these games are kind of built for, I guess. You grab your experience just like you would any other game, and then you go in. And if you upgrade like your weapon, you can see on the left-hand side of the weapon, there's a bunch of different like milestones. There's 3 of them. If you upgrade all the way, you can actually put on the most powerful stuff. And in some cases, it's like certain weapons, it's like game breaking. It's so easy with them because they're spinning in circles and just shooting everything right around you. And it even tells you when it's uncommon or common. I'm always taking the weapon upgrades first, trying to knock those out. And you can mine through the walls. You can get resources from the walls. Sometimes you can get like experience depending upon like which, you know, buff you take or upgrade you take. Okay, there we go. We'll do damage on that one. And I don't know if we can save to go to the Legion Go. Not 100% sure. I think you've got to end the run.
Can't send in supplies until you clear out the landing zone.
It will save all the status, like of everything I've upgraded. Here's one of the other components, like you get this area, and to get the dropship, which gives you more resources or upgrades or like extra bonuses, you've got to clear out all the rocks within the dropship area. There we go. Then you got to kind of stand generally within the same area, and then it'll drop down and it'll kill everything. Or a lot of things. Fire rate goes up, but move speed goes down. Fire rate plus, reload plus, bonus XP. Gain XP when you take damage. Let's do this one. And then we can go ahead and choose a weapon. So the boomerang becomes interesting because it can sweep out there with an upgrade and pick up all the XP. So sometimes it's a very good upgrade. But now with this bigger, or with this gun, it says bigger cogs, higher damage. We're also going to hit one of those milestones, so we'll be able to check a new thing on the next upgrade. It'll be like create like elemental damage with your weapon. So like it'll be like electricity, it'll be ricocheting bullets or piercing bullets or something of that effect, right? But we didn't get it, so now we got to upgrade our boomerang. Let's grab some of this down here. And then there's different types of enemy types. Some explode, so you can see that guy in the front was like an exploder. There we go. Although normally I would choose that epic armor, I'm going to choose the boomerang. Because I would like to get a weapon fully upgraded. Now there's this big spider here, this big major boss that we're fighting. They're usually not too difficult, but they can cause a little bit of problems. Now we get to upgrade this, so we'll put electrical damage on it. So now it's all elemental damage that we're just delivering with the gun. And it shocks other enemies in the vicinity. So one enemy gets shocked, other enemies get shocked around that enemy. Okay. Now we get like 30 seconds to run to the ship, but I'm going to try to get as many upgrades as I can. But you don't get too much time, and I've missed the ship if I screw around too much. Okay, balanced over cop. So now this is the one that I wanted. The boomerang will go out and get your XP and stuff like that. As you throw it out, it'll actually bring stuff back with it. And what you can do is kind of stand up here till about 3 seconds, and you can collect a bunch of like different XP because it's going to just bring it back to you. You don't have to be down in the mix with everybody. Then you get to buy your stuff in between. I didn't really get a lot of anything, so I don't think I can upgrade at all. And let's see if we can we save it? No. So I'd have to die. Let's just go ahead and run a little bit with this. Just for a few minutes. So we can get an idea of like all the different weapons. So that boomerang is just shooting out. It's killing something. And then when it goes back out, it'll bring XP with it. It's actually a pretty good way to like build your... Like the first time I beat the entire run was with a... boomerang like that and like one of the weapons that did like crazy circular damage like non-stop, so it looked just ridiculous, and it was fairly easy to beat at that point.
I always waste my money on cosmetics.
They're after me. Okay, I gotta get out of their way. Now you can't find health, and there's some like right over here that you gotta mine. There we go. I got a little bit more. It's pretty bad off. Let's see here. There we go. The boomerang's actually upgrading faster than anything else, so let's go with that. Oh, it killed me. Okay, so let's jump over the Legion Go. And we will try the game over there, but we'll be at 1080p 60. I think we could almost like put it on the highest resolution, which is 2560 by what, 1600, but I wouldn't attempt that on the stream, but you know, it should be able to handle it. So there we go. And let's just go in, throw Deep Rock Galactic up, and I'll start the outro stuff while we're doing this. Since I didn't pick a game this week because of South Park and The Surge 2 tying, so I figured we'd just show both of those instead of picking one. So that was my pick of the week. I picked Surge, we'll say. But this week, again, there will not be any voting going up for the next 3 weeks. Let me make sure that's correct. There will not be any voting going up this week, next week, or the week after. Voting will resume on the 26th of August. That will be Monday. We'll vote. And then the first show back for me will be the 31st. And that'll be the 31st show as well. So August 31st will be the next weekly Factor. Now, on Factor of Games, there will continue to be content going up all week long, every week. I've been recording stuff. I'm doing more of the Y Factor videos, and that's going to be a series. If you get a chance, check out the first one. It's going to get better, but it was on No Man's Sky, and it really kind of delved deep into like why No Man's Sky originally started out being like a internet meme, and then progressively got crazy good, and Sean Murray and the Hello Games team, you know, really kind of blew it out of the water. I'm going to be doing more videos like those, and you'll know them by like that, you know, that kind of striking white background with the controller saying the Y Factor. All of those will have a playlist. I will start doing more and more of those. I'm going to do some while I'm on the road. And while I'm on the road, I'm also going to be doing some videos from the road. And I will be taking probably both devices with me. I think I'll throw them in my truck and just, I've got a Jeep, so I'll be able to throw it in the back and bring them both along and do some live streaming and video stuff from the road. Let's see. So settings, yeah, primaries, all this stuff is good. Crank that up, throw VSync on. I'm not going to render scale anything. We're just going to see how it does at 1080p. And we'll do Magma Core and pretty much the exact same loadout just to see how performance is. Again, if you're watching this on the video on demand after the show's run, or if you're on watching them while the show is running on, just definitely take a look at the Y Factor video. I'd love to get more people viewing that. It started out really slow, but it did pick up yesterday and today, and ended up doing a few hundred views today, I think it was. So it's definitely something I want to do more of, and I think it's interesting. The channel was slowing down in general, just because I think, number one, I've done 1,000 videos of games running on Steam Deck, of different games, 1,000 different games running on Steam Deck. And over Steam Deck Oled and Steam Deck itself. And then a bunch, hundreds of videos for the Legion Go and the Rock Ally. And I think it was just becoming one of those things where people understand now a lot of these games run. And if you buy from Steam, obviously, you get 2 hours to try the game out on your Steam Deck. or your Legion Go, and if it doesn't play great, just return the damn thing. They don't care. They just take it as long as it's less than 2 hours of gameplay and less than 2 weeks from purchase. You'll get a refund and you can have it go back to your credit card, or you can go back onto your Steam account. So there's really no reason not to kind of go out and test games on your own. And I mean, I appreciate everybody for watching these, but that's what I noticed. And I think that that was starting to slow down the views because, last Christmas, this was the holiday season, I was averaging about 250,000 views a month. It's progressively slowed down. It wasn't like, oh, it happened in the summertime. It had been progressively declining, and the summer's hit, and obviously people go away and do things, but I mean, we're definitely right at the 100,000 views per month. So it's declined a considerable amount, and I would imagine that's because, the devices have gotten better, more people understand what it is, and more people are just buying from Steam, and they're able to return it and stuff. Now, is there a reason to watch videos if you're not buying it from Steam, but buying it from Green Man Gaming or Humble or any of the key resellers? Yes. You can at least see performance before you dive in, because you can't return keys from like Green Man like you can on Steam. Steam will do it because they control everything. They're the DRM, the back end, all of that stuff. But Green Man just resells keys. Same with Humble Bundle. Same with, Gamersgate and all those other ones. They just resell them, so they can't really do anything. They can't return them. They can't see when they've been used and stuff like that. Let's get our magnet here. Level up. Keep leveling up our weapons. There we go. That was nice. There's our main enemy here for this level. I've been lucky enough in some instances on higher levels to be able to upgrade my weapon almost all the way on by the second stage. There's 5 stages usually per run. And that still was, the enemies still were difficult. The difficulty goes up, obviously, as things like that happen. All right, let's see here. This is one I probably will take because it's an epic and it gives you 30% on cold and electricity, which I have both running right now. I have 2 different weapons. One runs electricity, one is running the like machine gun is firing like cold bullets or snow bullets or ice bullets or whatever they are. Okay, let's get out of here. As they say, we'll skedaddle. And you can go through the lava. It hurts a little bit, but it's not going to wipe your character out. I think my Siri's talking. Yep. Siri was chatting with us. Oh, stop it. Siri, stop. Never say the name. It's always listening. Okay, so now we can upgrade at the end of the round. And there's not too much that I'm really needing. We can re-roll. Let's re-roll and see what we can get. Now this one is worth it right here because you get 2 upgrades on your gun. And then we can, well, we can't get any more. So that's it. Let's go ahead and jump to the, I think this is level 2. So we might actually be able to level up our gun the whole way. It's possible. There we go. Let's get this health. There we go. Now these guys, you have to kind of hit them with your axe. For some reason, they're not an aggressive. They don't try to hurt you, but like you can take them out and they give you stuff. So And they're always around. They like, constantly show back up. There we go. I'm going to go this way. It looked to be a lot of stuff coming at me. Yeah, those exploders, they do really well, but then they can explode right next to you and they hurt you. Like, they can take out a whole bunch of enemies. There we go. And then they walk over them and you can't shoot them anymore. These little finger enemies here, or whatever, they're sitting in the ground. They're annoying. Especially when you're trying to get around something. I'm going to try to go around this lava. There we go. Yeah, so we got the second one. Targets the enemy. Yeah, we want the one with the highest HP. So we only need 5 more upgrades on the machine gun. There we go. Oh, there's this snail thing too that like stores jewels and gold and stuff like that. I'll try to kill him. He can be a little quick and get away all the time. There we go. So now you can get even better stuff. Like a legendary or even more epics. I'm going to go with the epic again. Oh, it killed me. Okay, well, that's it. But that's a good look at Deep Rock Galactic Survivors. That's like my favorite one. It runs really well. I mean, I like Vampire Survivors still, but I do like this one. And it's a little bit more entertaining to me. I don't know. The dwarf is kind of funny. He makes comments all the time. There's actually 4 that you can unlock. Lots of different areas, lots of different weapon upgrades, lots of different upgrades as you start, things like that. So plenty to do in the game and not too bad. So we looked at Deep Rock Galactic Survivor, Dome Keeper, South Park, Fractured Butthole, Surge 2, Desperados, and Guardians of the Galaxy this week. So appreciate everybody for watching. I hope everybody enjoyed that. And definitely we will check out more when I get back. But yeah, definitely look for different videos from the road. We're going to become, well, this channel is going to become like a combo video game and van life. But it'll be a Jeep Gladiator life. And it'll be for 3 weeks as I drive across the country and all sorts of stuff like that. But I will be doing some content, gaming content and that for the road. But then other videos are scheduled just to come out that are more the standards. There's a few of the Y Factor videos I talked about, the newer one that I've released, that video series. There'll be more of like the real view videos where you can actually see the games running on the device. And then I'll be filling the rest of it in with live stuff from different areas, not from here, not from my office. So do appreciate everybody for watching. Thanks again. I hope everybody has a great weekend, whatever's left of it. It is Sunday night, not Saturday night. I keep thinking it's Saturday night. And I will talk to you guys here in the future, but I'll definitely see you back here on the 31st of August for the 31st show of the Weekly Factor. And voting will resume on the 26th of August. So just keep that in mind. So appreciate everybody. Thank you for watching. Have yourself a great night. I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.